Hey fans, this is Mason Weaver. This is October 29th, 2018. And by the way, just for news, you cannot find me on Facebook too much unless you look really hard. Facebook has taken down my site. I've lost tens of thousands of followers and access to millions of people on sites that I was administering myself. They are purging conservative viewers and personalities as you run up to the election. That's their job. Don't be angry. Don't be frustrated. That is their job. They are your enemy, and they oppose what you're doing. Do I expect it to be fair? As I sit down and wring their hands, I'm thinking about going off of Facebook. I opened another site up just to let my fans know who I am and where I am. But basically, folks, Zuckerberg is not going to tell me what I can say, and they're not going to tell me how I should feel about things. They're not going to tell me when my videos can be seen, when they can't be seen. They're not going to turn down my voice artificially. They're not going to ban my followers from hearing what I'm saying. I'm a free man. Zuckerberg could keep Facebook. He owns it. But I'm not going to build up an audience. I've been a member since 2009 on Facebook. And now all of a sudden in 2018, he says I don't exist. He says that I'm not a real person. He says that I have to prove to him who I am. No, I don't. Keep your Facebook. I'm really thinking about it's not 1960. I'm not asking for permission to come into your restaurant. I'm not asking for permission to get a sandwich at your lunch counter. I'm not going to beg and swallow. This is an open forum that you put up. I join it as an open forum to express my beliefs, and you're going to say, no, what I say may be harmful, may be mean, maybe, who cares what you think? Keep it. I'm really thinking about just leaving social media alone and go to my website, masonweaver.com, my news site, masonweaver.com, a site for Christian conservatives, a site for those who want things right, or expand my business site, clarencemason.com, for my speeches and my book sales, or my website, youare2befree.com, for my social media. Let's build a site ourselves, folks. Stop depending on these liberal social media owners. Stop it, because you're going to be frustrated. I'm really thinking about just forgetting about it. They've taken all my hundreds of my videos off, thousands of photographs off. But before they did that, I had 41,000 followers on one page. Only 2 or 3,000 got my posts. So I'm gathering audience for Facebook and their advertisers, and they're advertising to my audience, but I have to pay Facebook to reach the audience that I have gathered myself. I'm sorry. Find me on YouTube, Mason Weaver. Find me on Twitter, Mason Weaver. I have a site on You're to Be Free, on Mighty Networks. Find me. Let's organize. They're trying to tone our voices down right before the election in November. It will not matter. You see, folks, Facebook is strong and powerful and influential, but Facebook cannot keep me from doing what God has sent me to do. Facebook cannot stop me from saying what God wants me to say. Facebook cannot stop you from hearing what God wants you to hear. So I'm not going to argue or scream about Facebook. I haven't even gone online and told folks what's happening. I don't want your sympathy. I don't want you to write Facebook angry letters. Facebook should do what they want to do. Facebook should act the way they want to act. Facebook should not be reprimanded or attacked. I don't believe in boycotting Facebook. Facebook is reflecting what they believe, folks. Facebook is reflecting the spirit of the corporation. Facebook is telling you open in your face. They're telling you their heart. They're telling you their heart. You either believe it or don't believe it. I believe it. So I'm off of Facebook. Well, not really. You can still find me if you look for Clarence A. Mason or Clarence Mason or Clarence Mason Weaver or hint, hint. You can find me on You Ought to Be Free. You can even find my old sites. You can find Mason Weaver News. You can find You Ought to Be Free, but I cannot administer it. They took down right-wing news I was administering for. 3.6 million viewers on that, followers on that site. Our news is not getting out. Published media, the news is not getting out. They're shutting us down, but that is their job. It is our fault for depending on them. Let's gather together and find something. I wish Trump's brothers, Trump's sons, can you imagine what would happen if the Trump organization launched a social media platform? Can you imagine the amount of money they'll make, members they'll generate overnight? Probably 50 million folks will join overnight. Because, folks, here's the thing. This is Trump's success. This is why Trump's successful. This is why the walkaway movement is successful. This is why those young Americans that walked me to the White House were successful. Because they were bold. They stood up boldly. And people saw that and followed them. People were already thinking. People were already expressing themselves on frustration. White people were tired of being called racist. White people were tired of being said that they had to find a safe place. White people were tired of saying their heritage wasn't important. Black people were tired of African American. What the heck is an African American? You're gonna keep me from my culture, America, the culture that we have contributed to? Everyone was frustrated and tired. It took Donald Trump to stand up and say, we're gonna change this trade deal. We're gonna build a doggone wall. We're gonna make America competitive. We're gonna actually put out a plan to make America competitive. And everyone, it wasn't like new. People didn't say, what a great idea. No, what happened, people said, I believe in that. I've been wanting that for all these times. Why haven't somebody else done it? Let's go follow Trump. He's doing it. You had Brandon Stryker, who came up with a video saying, I'm tired of Democrats. I'm walking away. And millions of Americans have said, I've been tired of Democrats for a long time. Black people, white people, tired. Folks, black people are more tired of Democrats than you are. Black people are more tired of Democrats than anybody else. Black people can tell you about Democrats. You've never seen an easy-going, laid-back black conservative, or whatever happens. No, folks, we came out of hell. We've seen our families go through hell. We have seen the ghetto. We have seen the policies of liberals on our children, on drugs, on prostitution, on gangs, horrible, non-productive schools. We have seen the crime rate. The problem in the hood is not the police. The problem in the hood is liberal Democrats. They own every ghetto in America. Folks, black people are tired of liberals. But they didn't think that white people cared. They didn't think that Republicans cared because the Democrats gave them their view of the world. And now you have Candace Owens and Kanye West stand up and saying, think, you had Donald Trump, the last election, said, what have they done for you? They know nothing. They know nothing was happening in their communities. They know that. But they finally heard a presidential candidate say that, and they said, maybe he's going to cut this mess out. You see, an abused woman, and liberalism is an abusive point of view. It is a beat down point of view. It's to take away your soul, your self-esteem. To be a liberal, you must think you're a victim. Like an abused woman, that man tells her you're ugly, you're horrible. Yeah, I beat you, I sexually abuse you, but nobody's gonna want you but me. He tells her, I take care of your kids. I provide you for security. Who gonna take you? You're ugly, you're mean, you're crazy. And she stays there with him until she gets enough. I mean, you can call the police on an abused woman and she'll fight the police until she gets enough. And black folks have had enough. We've had enough. That abusive woman will pour hot grease on that dude and go someplace, but you have to have a place for her to go to. So therefore, folks, you have to have a safe place for liberals to go to. It's called the walkaway movement right now. It's called the Young Americans PAC. It's called a lot of things, but you got to have a safe. So what Candace Owens have done, what Brandon Stryker has done, have set up a safe place. So now black liberals can say, wait a minute, I've had enough. And Donald Trump is inviting 300 black people to the White House for a lunch. And Al Sharpton don't like it. And we know Al Sharpton don't like black people. We know that. So Al Sharpton doesn't like it. The chief oppressor, the chief wife beater, the chief enabler doesn't like it. And we say, well, that means it must be good. So we have Donald Trump, we have Candace Owens saying, as eloquently as a woman can, beautiful, young, attractive, intelligent woman sitting back saying, are we going crazy? You have Kanye West, wild, uncontrollable, drinking on stage at the award ceremony, interrupting people, speaking out of his own mind. He's saying, I can't think for myself. And millions of black people saying, what is going on? Of course, and we believe it because we've always believed it. We've always understood it. And now's the place to go to. White America, tired of being told what they can and cannot do. Tired of being told that taxes it belongs to the government. Every time we get a tax cut proposal, they got to Liberals ask, how are you going to pay me to give you back some of your money? We're tired of being lied to. We're tired of being abused. We're tired of being oppressed. And we're going to stand up. All of us together are going to stand up. And we don't care if liberals don't like it. We don't care if Al Sharpton doesn't appreciate it. If you think it's a scandal, we don't care. We do not care. You see, folks, the walkaway movement, I'm getting criticized because I hang with people that other conservatives may not like. Brandon Strecker is a homosexual. How can you hang with a homosexual? Joyce Villa has issues. How can you be taking a picture of Joy Villa? Other folks in the background walking with me have issues. They got things that are not perfect. Are you saying that I'm supposed to only march and work with people that I agree with 100% of the time? That's liberalism. They want to divide us away, cut us off from the herd. I don't care who Brandon Strecker sleeps with. I don't care what Joy Villa has said about anything political. I don't care if she's a conservative or a liberal. I don't care if I'm standing next to a guy that hates Trump. I don't care. If this guy is marching to increase the possibilities of Americans to succeed, then he will succeed and I will succeed. At least we can try. I don't care if someone believes that same-sex marriage should be legal. I'm going to march with you if you want the economy to be better, if you want the military to be stronger, if you want America to have the predominance of oil production. I will still walk with you if you want us to dominate space, if you want America to be strong again, if you want America to be great again, I will walk with you. And once we win the battle, we can take care of a little small scrimmages. Folks, I don't care what another grown man is doing or a grown female is doing. I am not fighting for any social program. I'm fighting for the right of my grandkids to take advantage of the greatest country on this planet, America. That's why I'm fighting. So you can try to cut us from the herd by saying we're different from each other. No, folks, we're the same. We are Americans. We're not divided by our race. I am not an African American. That's foolish, and we all know it. Black people don't call themselves African Americans unless you're talking to white people. You're not. I don't care about your color, your race, your income, your gender. I don't care what you do, who you do it with. I care, do you want to make America strong again and competitive? That means that you and I compete against each other in America for our own children. I marched last Saturday for my grandkids. I marched for the right to compete in America, to train myself to be free, to teach my kids my values, my culture, my code, the Mason Code. So America, we've awakened, and we now recognize who we are. And the new left is scared to death, and they should be. I want you to like this video. I want you to go to my website, masonweaver.com. You'll find it. It's a news site. It's a place for news. I want you to go to clarenceamason.com to learn more about me. I got some books coming out now. I do have the original, It's Okay to Leave the Plantation. It is on sale on Amazon. If you don't like Amazon, go to my website, Clarence A. Mason, and buy it from me directly. I have Tribalism. Now, Tribalism is an interesting book. It was written in 2014, trying to explain why black people are in the condition they're in. It's about a 14-year-old gangbanger who dies. He gets shot in a robbery, and he wakes up 250 years in the past during slavery. He's now been shot by the slave owners and slave hunters. And he goes back to a plantation, and on that plantation, he still remembers the future, but now he lives his life as a slave. And he learns why black men pull their hats to the side. He learns why black men sag their pants. He learns why black men disrespect black women. And he has to learn lessons of life as he goes through life on that plantation and try to escape the plantation. He has to learn lessons as a man. And that lesson, that the stories in that book about the lessons of manhood is what I want you to get and what I want you to read and pass on to your liberal friends. Tribalism, my last book. New book's coming out, folks. The 7 Principles of Success. You can find it on my website, clarenceamason.com. At the headings is on the new book. You can pre-order it now, and we'll get that to you by January. You have to promote me, folks. Facebook will not promote me. If you like these videos, you must promote me. It is your job. It's now 5:30, almost 6 o'clock in the morning right now. I've been up since 3:30 preparing this before I get my work done. While you sleeping comfortably. If you like what I'm doing, you support what I'm doing. If not, I may stop what I'm doing. Stay right, folks, or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong.